Because you need a little more in there.
I do.
You do.
Yeah.
Let me tell you guys something. You have no idea the silliness that has gone on before we actually started filming.
Whiskey's a wonderful thing.
It really is.
Yeah.
And the only way you can actually see all of the dumb shit that just happened is by subscribing to the show. I never start the show off this way. Normally it's, hey, welcome to Pete's Basement. He's here, I'm here, etc. But let me tell you guys right now, we have been laughing our balls off for 3 hours. Roger's ready to kill everyone in this room with the most blunt sword I own, just so it hurts more. You gotta subscribe to the show to catch all of the dumb behind-the-scenes shit. Guys, $3.99 per month will get you all of the episodes, all the full videos, all of the behind the scenes. We got a great show for you guys, man. We got a lot of great books to talk about. Among them is Inhuman 8, which Marvel doubled the shipments on. We're going to try to figure out why. Invincible, number 115. Transformers Primacy, number 4. We got Batman 66, The Lost Episode, number 1. Grant Morrison's Multiversity Pax Americana, number 1. Axis Revolutions 2, Avengers and X-Men Axis number 6, Amazing Spider-Man 10 coupled with Spider-Woman number 1. We got Intersect number 1, Bravest Warriors Giant Size Paralyzed Horse number 1. That's one title, folks.
That's a mouthful.
Punk Mambo 0 and Synergy number 1. And we also have the winner of our Game of Thrones. I am knocking some chocolate over. We had some chocolate because whiskey and chocolate seem to go hand in hand. We have the winner of our Game of Thrones Iron Throne contest, which we will tell you at the end of the episode. Yeah, we're going to make you wait.
Haha.
So, book of the week. Transformers Primacy. This shit was amazing. Outright fun from the start, 4 issues long, so nostalgic. Like, at any point, if you had some Transformers in your closet, you went and got them out, and you were playing with them when your girl, when your wife, when your fucking parents, when your kids weren't looking, you were sitting there playing with your Transformers while reading this book. I guarantee it was fucking that awesome. The artwork is amazing.
He really has that little faith in the human race.
I do. The best part about this book, truthfully, was literally all of the nostalgia, all the characters that they managed to throw in, like Trypticon, the crazy Decepticon dinosaur, Metroplex, the 2 of them fighting in issue 3.
It was so well done.
Oh my god!
Is Metroplex a fucking protein drink at this point?
I don't know.
Sorry.
I haven't worked out in years. like straight up gym workout.
Yeah. Well,
look at me. Am I starving? Like, this is sucked in right now.
Not at all. Gotta do that for the camera.
Otherwise, I get fat guy thing, and Cobra Commander over here, like, he folds up. There's a reason I'm wearing my Cobra Commander Cobra Wants You shirt, which once we get to the fan questions, you'll understand. You, the guy who wrote the question, you already know what the answer to that question is. But seriously, Metroplex versus Trypticon.
It was awesome.
It was amazing. Like, they're fucking knocking the shit out of each other. Metroplex knocks him down. Trypticon swipes at his knee with his tail. And then he bites him on the arm.
They're talking shit to each other.
Yeah, there's trash talking like, oh, I thought you would have known by now to guard your knees. And Metroplex is like, you know, I'm like a titan or something like that. I've learned to stand through pain. And he basically, Trypticon is biting on his leg. And he grabs him by the head. That's right. He says, like, my hands can grab. He's like, oh, but Trypticon's like, mine are sharper. And he scratches him and shit. Metroplex is like, mine are better for grabbing. And he grabs his head that's fucking latched onto his leg and stands up and rips his head off. Just rips his fucking head right off. And Trypticon's like, all right, dude, you won. Because he can still talk with his head ripped off because he's a robot and shit.
Of course. Because why not?
And, oh man, the battle between the Decepticons and the Autobots when Megatron makes it rain acid.
Yeah.
And this is all like he sends the Junkticons from Transformers the movie.
Constructicon?
They're like zombies at this point. He sends them after him.
Yeah.
It was like cannon fodder. Do whatever you can.
Yeah.
And this is all to just get like the their ship, that spiral ship, first of all, speared Metroplex and speared the planet and is now leaking coolant. Like it's like leaking antifreeze into your engine at this point. So there's antifreeze leaking. And what happens when you leak antifreeze into your fucking engine? Your engine smokes. So now they got smoke coming out of the heart of Cybertron, and it's making this acid rain, which is collecting into pools. And if you've ever seen Transformers the movie, what lives in acid? The fucking Sharkticons. And now they're swimming around and just biting Autobots' heads off. This shit was amazing.
It was.
It was so fun. Yo,
Very
who was
well
the
thought
dude that possessed Megatron?
I have no idea.
Fans, please, guys, out there, help us out. Send your letters, questions@peachbasement.com. We want to know who that crazy skull-looking dude is that possessed Megatron's spark. Like, he was like the evil entity within him. I have no idea how that happened. And Optimus Prime, like, frees him, spoiler alert, just opens up the Matrix and, like,
cool.
he, like, does some,
like
like,
a cleansing
diver
light.
shit with, like, the laser beam and the fucking, the Mega Smasher and shit. Yeah, that's right. I know Guyver. What? Megatron's like, what? It's gone. I don't.
I still hate your fucking guts, though.
Yeah, like that was great. He's like, I'll always hate you.
Right. Yeah.
Yo, everything about this was great. I have 2 minor complaints.
Shoot.
This is what makes this book an A- for me. First of all, and I guess I get it. Grimlock, the Dinobots were always the coolest dudes.
Yeah.
Grimlock was like Wolverine in this. Like he could
yeah.
do no wrong.
Yeah.
He killed everybody.
Yeah.
He killed that dude Blackwall. He's like this guy Blackwall, who I looked him up. He like they never made a toy of him. I looked on eBay. So all right, whatever. Don't care about your character.
I guess that's why
You're
he's
cannon
disposable.
fodder at this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very disposable. He's fighting with Grimlock, and he's like bigger and stronger than him. He's like a bully or some shit. I have no idea what his character is. So if you do know, please again write us in. Fill us in on the stuff that we're missing from this series because it's wonderful and I want to understand as much of it as possible. They've referenced 2 back issues in part 1, like other issues that you should read before this one, but even still, it was very jump-on friendly.
Yeah, it was.
So Grimlock is fighting this dude Blackwall and he's like, I'm going to kill you and then I'm going to take your fiery sword for my own. And Grimlock's like, really? You want the fiery sword? Well, take it! And bang! Stabs
him right in the head. Just like, yoink. Like.
And he's like, you know what, Blackwall? You might be stronger. I fight dirty. Deuces,
That was the
bitch.
best line.
Yeah.
The best line. It was like, I fight dirty.
And at some point, like, Hot Rod is surrounded by all of the Predacons.
Yep.
And for whatever, like, all right, now the Dinobots come in, fucking Grimlock Wolverines it, and they beat the shit out of the Predacons. Here's my big complaint. Now, this was a set of characters that I always wanted, but I never managed to find in the toy store when I was a kid because they formed the fucking coolest dude, Predaking.
Right.
They did not form Predaking to fight the Dinobots.
Right.
What the fuck happened?
Well, the Dinobots never formed a...
They don't form nobody.
Yeah,
They're just...
none of them formed. They were just...
It kind of would have been lopsided.
It's like two
I
main-
It should have been lopsided.
I know, but they're
The
not
Dinobots actually should have got their ass kicked for that. Instead, he rips Ripclaw's face off.
Which was also awesome.
Rips his fucking head off.
You can't have the Autobots just lose.
No, I'm not saying lose, but let the Dinobots... They had their moment with Blackwall. Let the Dinobots get their ass kicked by Predaking and bring in fucking like Superion, all of the Autobot planes, and let him fight Predaking.
Then it would have been.
Where was Devastator in this? Where was Bruticus? Where were all of these Decepticon fucking?
Well, this is supposed to be like another prequel story, so you know they're just saving them. They're saving them.
Could be.
So
I guess.
You know.
But I would have liked to see at least Predaking. I would have liked to see. The combiners. Like I don't remember what the toys were called. Like that did that shit.
Yeah, I'm not familiar.
They like Voltroned it, you know.
Yeah.
I used to form those guys and make them fight Voltron because like they never sold the Row Beast when we were kids, you know.
Yeah,
You just had you got Voltron and that's it. Like all right, it's
like
kid, imagination, fucking Highway 101. Good luck. But if you had Transformers, you were in good shape.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So guys, obviously what I'm trying to tell you is read Transformers Primacy. It was one of the coolest books I've ever read. And again, thank you to Daniel Blank for hitting us up with the how to get into Transformers fucking...
Novel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mission. He pretty much...
It's a lot of reading.
Yeah.
It is. And I read slow, but I would like to do this. I would. IDW's doing it right with like some of these characters, man.
Yeah,
And right now they've got the 2 different titles going on. There's More Than Meets the Eye, and what the hell is the other one?
Oh, those are smaller ones that they're doing.
I can't remember the other title right now.
I don't remember.
I'm a little drunk.
Because of that. Yeah, a little. Yeah.
Mildly.
Isn't that just a normal Transformers?
I also don't have any good memory. No, they were, you know, like they had the taglines. It was More Than Meets the Eye and Robots in Disguise.
I was just going to say
Fuck
that.
yeah. I'll drink to that.
7 years.
Sure, why not? 7
We got a question?
Yeah, we do.
All right.
2 versus questions from DJ Venny. Vader versus Doctor Doom.
Okay. I don't think Vader can force choke Doom.
Nope.
I think if anybody
in the
can
way
withstand it, Doom can.
Yeah.
So now, since the most Vader can do force-wise is to throw shit at him, because I'd like to think that if he can't force choke him, he also can't like lift him off the ground himself.
Right. Doom can fly anyway, so.
True.
Doom's too powerful. Between the
Yeah,
magic,
I think so.
the armor,
Yeah.
his intelligence.
This is a fight that would level Castle Doom or the
Yeah,
Death Star.
definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It would be a battle of epic
Oh my God,
proportions.
can you imagine Doom getting his hand on Death Star?
Phew. I might have to give this one to Doom.
Yeah.
I would too.
I'm a little biased because I really like Doom, but I truly think it might wind up being Victor Von Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
I might give
the sorcery thing comes into play. That
I really think that's the angle that you have to go on.
The possibilities with just the magic are way more than the possibilities of using the Force. And the only way I can see Vader having an edge is in hand-to-hand combat, which
Now,
Doom is never going to get into.
There's also a million fucking Doom bots running around.
That's also very true.
How do you know if you're actually fighting Doom?
Well, listen, Vader's
Vader
got the
should know.
experience fighting robots.
Vader should know if he's fighting Doom or not. He'll still have to deal with the Doom bots.
He
but
would know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
absolutely.
here's my next question. Can the lightsaber pierce Doom's force shield?
I don't know.
It's energy against energy.
I've never seen it do that.
Yeah,
I've always seen
usually
it go through like blast doors and shit like that. But even then, it takes a
I
while.
really think that if... I think it should.
You never
I think it should actually cancel itself out and, in like some sort of like little splody kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think...
Well, it's basically energy against energy. You see it in. I hate to reference episode 1, but you have the energy shield doors towards the end. Darth Maul actually tries to disable them by clacking his lightsaber against it. It does nothing. So I would assume that would be the same case.
See, but now I'm going to reference something a little bit more obscure.
We're getting really deep
Fatal
into this.
Fury, the animated movie.
Oh my God.
Oh boy, here
where
we go.
you have Terry Bogard doing his fucking burn knuckle, and then you've got Jammin doing his fucking boost knuckle, and they connect fists, and now all the energy's out there, and they're both trying to fucking break through.
It's basically
it's explodey.
It's basically like Harry Potter, Voldemort. At the end.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I
they'll
think
cancel each other out.
Doom's biggest worry is getting the lightsaber out of Vader's hand.
He could do it.
I think he can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, not only does he have to get it out of his hand, he has to disable the lightsaber.
Right.
Because otherwise Vader's just going to be like, like fucking Mjolnir or the Sword of Omens, like, got it again. Let's do this again.
Yeah.
And now we're back to square one, which is why this fight's going to take a while.
Yeah.
But in the end,
Should be Doom.
I think it's coming down to Doom.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you agree, guys? We want to hear from you. Vader versus Doom. Questions at peachbasement.com, facebook.com/peachbasement. This is going to require an Instagram post. This
probably
really does.
Yep.
Let's get the people talking.
Let the discussion commence.
Oh, yes. Got another one?
Yeah, he also wants to know Hydra versus Cobra.
Cobra Commander wants you. Hydra is full of just a bunch of fucking idiot goons in goggles and green jumpsuits. Who do they have? Baron von Strucker?
Okay,
That's
so
fucking...
speaking...
Nobody that wears a monocle is tough. I'm sorry to cut you off. Nobody that wears a monocle is tough. That's like fighting the Monopoly guy.
What about Captain Shiner from the Thundercats? He was a tough motherfucker.
He was a punk bitch. They sunned him every chance they had.
Well, they did.
What did he do? Kidnap the Wiley Kid twins? That was his claim to fame. Plus, he had that stupid accent, and they threw his ass in a black hole.
Thank you for bringing up a totally different cartoon and giving him something to think.
But like, I knew about
listen,
it. I
it's
knew
what I do.
exactly
It's
what he
what I
was
do.
talking about. He was the fucking bulldog motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Trying to be German and shit.
Now, wait a minute. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so speaking of idiot goons, and I'm going to take this completely just from the show because I have no experience with the comic book.
Okay.
For G.I. Joe. But basically, almost every single agent of Cobra, even the good ones, have stormtrooper status. They can't hit the broadside of a fucking planet.
Well, they do hit G.I. Joe planes, but everybody ejects.
Yes.
Everybody ejects. Even the lowliest of Cobra Trooper ejects.
Right, yeah, because at least they know how to pull that one. But I would think just from that standpoint alone, Hydra gets the edge.
No.
However, when they're on the ground, you're right. Nobody hits the broadside of a barn.
Right. It's just
True.
I
you
think
know.
Cobra's a military unit.
Outfit, right.
Yeah. At best, Hydra's terrorist. At best, on a good day.
Strike little, run away.
Yeah.
Cobra will annihilate them. Hydra ain't got no cool ass vehicles. They don't got no hiss tanks. They don't got no fucking Cobra Condors. They don't got no Terradromes. They don't got no Darklon and the Invaders.
They don't have the
Cobra
Cobra Kai.
Island. No, that's they should have the Cobra Kai.
They should.
Everybody just comes out doing sweeps at everybody's legs. Oh, falling down, breaking knees and shit. That's perfect. Nobody guards legs anyway. You get into a street fight, hit the motherfucker in the legs.
Kick him in the
Fucking
shins.
Real talk from Pete's basement. Tell you
Side of
right
the
now.
The side of the knee.
If you,
Yeah,
if you can,
exactly.
yeah, absolutely.
Shatter the ACL. done
Nevertheless, all right, Cobra Commander in the comics is badass.
Yes.
He killed everyone around him to get to his post as Cobra Commander.
Yeah.
So let's ignore that for a minute and let's go with what everybody knows, which is the G.I. Joe cartoon.
Before Serpentor and...
No, that's it. No, we're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about Serpentor, Cobra La, G.I. Joe the movie, up to Operation Dragonfly. Cobra Commander was inept until Operation Dragonfly when he turned Serpentor into a little itty bitty snake and then put on the battle armor.
Payback's a bitch.
But even still, Cobra Commander being inept, Serpentor was kind of a badass fucking Cobra Emperor, and he would
Absolutely.
throw down. This motherfucker threw down with Sergeant Slaughter. He threw down with Duke, kicked
snaked him.
Duke's ass.
Yes, he did.
And by the way, just as a little side note, Duke was supposed to die in that cartoon. That's why they don't actually have video animated footage of Duke coming out of his coma. He died there, but as a result of kids, American kids, crying their fucking eyes out, guilty
You
as
would have done
charged,
it too.
at Optimus Prime dying a year earlier, the producers at Hasbro were like, we can't do this shit. We got to bring Duke back.
Yeah.
Not that anybody even gave a fuck about Duke
did
so much
not.
as they did as Optimus Prime.
Right.
Yes.
I was a Flint fan myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flint was way more awesome. I loved Snake Eyes. I named my dog Timber, for Christ's sake. Nevertheless, Cobra. Destro was the best leader Cobra ever had. Watching Destro go toe-to-toe with Baron Strucker, even the Red Skull. Like, Red Skull, sure, he's got the Cosmic Cube. Destro has Mars. Not the planet, but his entirety fucking
His entire
arsenal.
organization, yeah.
He will just bomb the shit out of wherever the fuck Hydra is with Moabs. And if you don't know what a Moab is, it is a military anagram that stands for Mother of All Bombs. That is a technical term. It is the largest non-nuclear payload that we have at 20,000 tons of TNT. So really, Mars.
Explodies.
Plus, they've got those fucking satellites. They've got the fucking Pyramid of Darkness. All of this shit Destro invented. So what the fuck are you gonna do, Red Skull, when your whole shit is just EMP'd over a Pyramid of Darkness? You got nothing. Then you got Zartan, who could just fucking worm his way into your organization and stab you in the back when you're not looking because he looks like your most trusted advisor. Storm Shadow, who never got fucking punked in the show.
Something tells me he thought this through.
Ever. No, I'm just doing this right off the cuff.
He's a,
Bullshit.
he's a
Storm
Jonah.
Shadow was the ultimate fucking ninja in the show. I remember watching one episode where they were training some new Cobra troopers and they had the Dreadnoks trying to do it, and these guys were idiots. Morons. And then Storm Shadow comes up and he tries to teach them like some karate shit, and they were like, oh, but they got like chainsaws and, you know, bandsaws and bullets and stuff, and Storm Shadow's like, really? And he just like karate chops the tank in a couple of places and the shit falls apart. And he's like, so if you want to train with me, I'll be over there. Storm Shadow. Firefly. Motherfucker is a demolitions expert, knows everything about bombs, plus he dresses really cool like a camouflage ninja. Holy shit. Zartan, to bring him up again, this motherfucker never got punked. He just got his ass kicked in the show a lot because he was badass. They couldn't punk him. They had to beat the snot out of him.
So in conclusion...
Cobra wins hands fuck down.
Okay.
I didn't even get to Darklon.
No,
and that's like Destro's cousin.
You know what?
No.
I think we've beaten the dead horse here.
Yes.
The Python Patrol.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
Pete's geek
man.
level, about 95 million. You and me, maybe about a 10.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is we should just give away the Iron Throne?
Yes.
Give away the Iron Throne.
I guess we should. So guys, we had you answer the question. Ramon at some point conquered the basement with his fellow Puerto Ricans. But as Officer Krumke had advised us, we made nice with the PRs, and now here he is. So having done that, before Ramon came to the basement, he had to conquer the planet that he unfortunately got exiled to after the Skrulls tried to conquer the basement. But we weren't letting them green motherfuckers in. Not happening. They got there for one episode and that was it. Steve kicked all their asses. He did. Ramon accidentally stayed on the mothership. Otherwise, you know, it was going to like crash to Earth and shit. Ramon wound up on planet Ramon, which he had to conquer from this ogre king. Mm-hmm. And he had all of these big tittied whores next to him and everything. So Ramon was having a lot of fun on that planet afterward. The question we asked you was, what was the name of the ogre that Ramon had to kill? And Thomas Glosson, you answered correctly, Lucky the Ogre. Lucky the Ogre was the guy that Ramon had to kill to conquer and take over.
He's not very lucky now, is he?
He was not very lucky.
Well, he was called Lucky for a totally different reason.
He was.
Well, yes.
He, I mean, if you saw Ramon's basement, which you should have, if you were trying to look up the answer, Lucky was blessed. Yeah. He was quite lucky. Which is why all of the big tittied whores were around him. Because
He was
Lucky was
lucky.
blessed.
Yeah.
So, Tom Glosson, you won this Game of Thrones die-cast metal 7-inch Iron Throne replica. We will send this off to you. Please send us your address and allow 6 to 8 weeks for delivery. As you know, this is just enough time for me to get my lazy ass to the post office. And it's cold now, so really I'm going to have to wait for at least a day that it's above freezing. By the way, you guys in Buffalo, shit. That sucks.
It does. My heart goes out.
Yeah, that's some fucked up shit.
It is.
Yeah,
when motherfuckers got to be climbing out their second floor window just to get out of the house. And then, like, why are you even bothering? Like, you guys gonna dive into 7 feet of snow.
They're gonna have to wake up and actually shovel themselves out of their beds to get around the house.
Shit, man. Forget
What did you
snow
do to piss
blowers.
God off?
Forget shovels. You guys have to invest in flamethrowers.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah.
if you just take a water gun and you fill it with gasoline. So I've been advised that I can't actually teach you guys how to make a homemade flamethrower.
No.
But yeah, you guys in Buffalo, all the best. Our hats are off, and we drink this to you guys. You can
God
probably
bless
pour
you.
whiskey on the snow and it'll melt. It's a waste of alcohol,
It'll
but
refreeze though. With
It-
that amount
yeah.
of snow? Yeah.
Whiskey slushy.
a whiskey slushy. You
Whiskey
could get
snow
the snow from
cones.
outside and pour the whiskey in.
You got something going there, buddy.
Now you're getting rid of the snow and you're not wasting the whiskey. That's an idea.
That's super cold, which is so good.
Guys, once again, we hope you're subscribing to the show so you can watch the rest of the stupidity that is bound to go on for the next hour as we review the other 10 books or 12 books that we have here. $3.99 per month. That is our premium subscription. Gets you every video we put out in a month, the behind-the-scenes stuff, the Pete's Basement Extras stuff
Earlier. Also
that is
earlier.
the key. Guys, starting this month, we are offering a 2-week free trial if you subscribe. So you basically get 2 weeks free, and then your month starts. How awesome is that?
That's cool.
You can cancel anytime you want. So you pay $3.99 for the month, and you get 6 weeks out of the deal. Pretty cool? It's like
yeah.
buy one, get one half off and shit. Pretty awesome. Yeah. If you don't want to do that, you can always buy this episode for $1.99. It's DRM free. You can watch it whenever. You'll have it forever. Well, for 99 cents, you get this episode, and it deletes itself in 2 days. Guys, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you go download the audio for the rest of this episode. And if not, we will have a bunch of extras for you next week. Happy Thanksgiving. All the best to your families from the Pete's Basement Show. When you are sitting around the dining room table and you're about to carve the turkey, I want you to say to your family, hey, the guys from the Pete's Basement Show wished everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, you should go watch the show and thank them. Write them a letter and tell them happy Thanksgiving too. That's what you should do. Because the family that watches Pete's Basement together stays together.
That is a sick family.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see you guys next week. I have barely read Invincible. I don't think I've read a single solitary issue since 100.
I will tell you, I've barely read it myself.
100.
Yeah.
I've barely read it myself. I kind of have no fucking idea what's going on.
No.
However, this issue was balls to the wall action, and I loved it.
It's been like that for a while. Ever since, remember the whole rape?
Yeah.
Wait, he gets raped. Yeah.
He gets raped?
He gets raped by another Viltrumite.
We had a whole Pete's
missed
Basement
this.
discussion about it.
There was a couple of rapes that week.
It was a rapey week.
Yeah, it was.
That's right. I actually was there for that.
Go
Yeah, it was
back a
rapey week.
year and a half, and I don't know, the Pete's Basement season 6 episode, I don't know, I want to say maybe it's in the 30s probably somewhere, 20s or 30s. Just go watch them all.
Watch them all.
Yeah.
Get the subscription. Watch them all.
Gotta watch them all. Gotta watch them all.
Oh, God.
Oh, no, don't do that.
No?
No.
All right.
Too soon.
So what's up with this one?
All right, they're not even touching the shit that's happening on Earth in this one.
All right.
It's the deposed king of the Viltrumites. He goes to this bug planet.
there's a lot of bugs.
Which you would know the bugs if you were reading the series already.
Uh-huh.
But anyways, what happens is in this planet, the life cycle's faster. So he's trying to repopulate his people, the Viltrumites. So he's banging the shit out of everybody. And you find that out later on, and he's just mass producing.
Man got busy.
Yeah,
like, holy
he's
shit.
Like, he's going to make an army of his sons. But that's later on. It starts out with this like weird alien lion guy in bed shagging some other alien chick. And then he finds out where this guy is, like 2 pages in, and it's all fucking fighting. And the Viltrumites, whenever you fight them, it's just because they're pretty much Supermen. Like literally.
Right.
It's always brutal. It's not like super punches, it's like ripping eyes out, and it's just balls to the wall, just blood and gore and guts. Literally, there will be guts.
Yeah, in this
Every time you
issue,
say
there are
Viltrumites,
guts.
I hear Dolomites. Just gonna let you know that.
Oh, God.
You would.
Uh-huh.
So it's. I put Invisible in the same category as I do Walking Dead, Chew. It's just one of those regular books I pick that I love.
Must reads.
That I just don't review because it's been good nonstop.
Right.
And I would recommend it.
Is this your train book? Like the book you read on the train after you pick it up on the way home?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I can see
Everybody's
that.
got
I
a
can see
train
that.
book.
I have to say, I apologize. I didn't bother to figure out who the artist and writer are, but the artwork is
Sexy.
top notch. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of Ed McGuinness cartoony in that respect, but it's just it's a beautiful style. The color is amazing. It's very vivid. It's very easy to follow. You know, all the action sequences are on point. Like, they knocked it out of the park with this book. It's awesome.
Intersect had some pretty crazy artwork.
Dude.
Really?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Like,
It's kind of out there.
Yeah, it's kind of like the comic book I would imagine to read if I was on acid. Except I'm not on acid, and I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Let's take a moment.
Dude, well done. Thank you. Well done.
That was off the cuff.
Yeah, wow. And on that note, I gotta go fucking pee.
I was formulating it as I was going. I was like, yeah, this is gonna work.
So good.